Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing fantastic on this beautiful Saturday morning. Today we're going to be talking about the teasers that Epic Games has recently put out for the Chapter 2 OG remix skins. So if you're not aware, back when Chapter 1 OG released, they basically took a couple skins from Chapter 1, mashed them together, and put them out in the Chapter 1 OG Battle Pass. They're doing the same thing for Chapter 2, and we have teasers of them. So we're going to look at them, break them down, and I'm going to give you my opinion on them as well, right after this quick break. Have you ever thought, man, I wish I could support a small creator early on in their career? Well, now you can, and if you want to, you can enter code OmegaEthan in the Fortnite item shop. It really helps and I really appreciate it. Or now you can also go to ko-fi.com/OmegaEthan. The link will be on the screen. And we have a couple different goals on there. Right now we're working towards getting a capture card for the channel. So if you want to donate to that, feel free. Any amount helps, but only do so if you can afford to. Don't be going into debt to donate to me. But every donation I really appreciate, and it helps me get new stuff for the channel and make better videos for you guys. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you, and let's get back to the video. Alright, so we are going to get into these images. I'm going to put them up on the screen for you guys. Just know the quality is not the best for a multitude of reasons, but as you can see, they're kind of glitchy. They're meant to be like that. That's how the reveal trailer kind of was. And so you can't really see the full skins. And then the quality of the image itself isn't very good anyway, so I've just kept it pretty small for you guys here, but hopefully you can see it. We're just going to go left to right and kind of look at them and explain. Also, there's a couple fan theories about who they might be mashups of and stuff like that. Obviously it is just theories, but we are going to go left to right here and kind of break it down and look at who they could be and stuff like that. So starting with the first one, this one is clearly 8-ball. We can see that, but the theory here is this is an 8-ball mixed with Turk skin. Turk was the skin from, well, these were both skins from the Chapter 2 Season 1 Battle Pass. Turk was the fisherman guy. Turk/Riptide was the skin, and it was 8-ball/Scratch, obviously. But this one looks pretty solid. I do like the black and yellow. I'm definitely a fan of it. But it's pretty simplistic, right? I like how instead of an 8, it's a 1. I think that's cool. They're doing like a different pool wall. And obviously that could be all this is maybe they're not mashing up skins this time. And this is just a different take on 8-ball, right? Instead of the 8-ball, he's the 1-ball or whatever. But looking at the skins later on in this image, it's kind of pretty obvious that they are mashing up skins here. But let's move on to the next one here. So this is theorized to be Tiantina mixed with Ocean. Now, that is a cool concept, and I would love that to be the truth. But if you look at the face model here, it almost looks more like the face model for skins like Sparkle Specialist or Medley, more specifically. So I think this might be a Tiantina and Medley skin mashup. I don't necessarily think it's Ocean. The face model just doesn't look like Ocean. If it is Ocean though, super cool. That is one of my favorite skins from the Season 3 Battle Pass. It doesn't get enough love in my opinion, but I love Tiantina. I'm glad she's getting a new skin. This one's definitely not, from what it looks like, going to be as good as the original, but hey, I mean, it's still a good skin. People who didn't have it before are going to have a chance to get Tiantina or a version of her. So in that regard, it's pretty cool as well. This one I like a little bit more than the 8-ball one. Then moving on again here, the middle image. This looks like to be the weirdest one, and it looks like it is a Midas crossed with Meowsicle skin. Now, theoretically, this makes sense. Midas was the head of the organization, and Meowsicles was like kind of his, well, not kind of, he was his right-hand man. So it makes sense to put these two characters together. This personally is one that I'm not really that excited for. It's a cool concept, sure. Meowsicles and Midas mixed together. It's not a bad idea, and I think the skin is still going to be cool when it comes out and people are going to use it. But for me, this is probably the lowest on the list. I would have actually liked to see Midas mixed with Turk, so we could get like a scruffier scruffier slash older Midas looking character. That was what I was kind of hoping for, but it's still probably going to look good, and I'm sure a lot of people will love it. So yeah, it's okay. Moving on, this is my favorite for sure. This is theorized to be Sky crossed with Guff. Now obviously we know it's Guff. It's very Guff coded. You can see the Guff ears and the Guff mask. Like it is Guff. We know that for sure. People are theorizing that the under the mask is Sky, which would be pretty cool. You know, she does fit in with that theme, very like cartoony and adventure-y and stuff. So this would be a good crossover. And since I saw this skin in the survey, it has been like one I've been wanting for a long time. So this one is super cool. Definitely my favorite of them all. It's not super complicated or anything like that, but it is just a cool skin, and Guff is cool, and it's cool to see like a girl dressed up as Guff, if that makes sense. Just like a Guff fan skin. It's very cool. It comes right after Tiantina for me. And then moving on to this last one, this is theorized. This one is probably the biggest stretch, but this is theorized to be Chaos Agent mixed with Toxin. Toxin again was a skin from the Season 1 Battle Pass of Chapter 2, and she was a special variant for Remedy. Or no, she wasn't the special variant. Or was she? There's Remedy, there's Toxin, and then there was a purple one. Okay, so I think Toxin was the green one. Sorry, I'm misremembering. So I believe Toxin was the green one. But looking at this, I'm not really seeing that vibe. To me, it looks like this is just a female Chaos Agent. It doesn't really look like it's supposed to be Toxin or supposed to be Remedy, which also makes me think like, are they mashed up skins, or are they just brand new skins? Because the Guff one could not be Sky, right? It could just be female Guff. The Midas one, that one's a little hard to like argue against because it does look like Midas and Meowskulls, but we don't really see too much of it. The Tiantina one does look like Tiantina, so that's another one that's kind of harder to argue, but that could just be like Tiantina reimagined, because it looks to have like the Sparkle Specialist face model, not the Ocean face model, and Sparkle Specialist didn't come out in Chapter 2, so that wouldn't make much sense. And then the 8-ball one is just a 1-ball, so it could be that they're reimagined versions of the Chapter 2 skins, so they're doing something a little different, or it could be that they are mashups and maybe we're just wrong about who they're mashing up. We don't really know. But yeah, my list, my order at least, would go the Guff one, then Tiantina, then the 1-ball, then probably Midas, and then the Chaos Agent. So yeah, that's how I would rank these guys. Be sure to let me know in the comments how you would put them on a list from best to worst, or a top 5 list, or whatever. I'd love to see your guys' opinions. And that's going to do it for this video. Also, just wanted to let you guys know, I know I said it earlier, but the link to the Ko-Fi, or Coffee, I don't know which one it is yet. I think it's Coffee, but I'm going to call it Ko-Fi because it makes more sense. The link to the Ko-Fi is going to be in the description, so if you guys do want to donate, I'd really appreciate it if you can afford to do so. So that will be in the description. And as always, use code OmegaEthan in the Fortnite item shop if you're picking up any of the new cool skins coming out. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.